I broke down a bit of the difference in playing as either the Predator or the elite human squad out in the field during my time with Predator Hunting Grounds at PAX West 2019, but thanks to a weekend trial of Predator Hunting Grounds, I'm happy to report that after several matches as both humans and the Predator, I'm eager to jump back in and find out if it still bleeds so I can kill it. Predator pits 4 humans on a set of various missions: find drugs, find bad men who probably sell drugs, and kill those men and their drugs, while racing against both the clock and AI enemies. All the while, the titular alien has one goal: kill this entire group of soldiers. The missions, at least in the trial, are often samey and rather boring, moving you and your team from one pertinent location to the next while mowing down relatively simple AI enemies. But the hook of having something to do other than fear the Predator adds a nice cadence and purpose to matches that made the Predator's hunt more unpredictable from match to match. And that unknowable fear is key to the experience. The Predator is out there in the jungle somewhere, and I often scanned Ilphonic's lush jungles, which look beautiful from afar but don't quite hold up when close up against a tree or decaying structure, fruitlessly hoping to catch a glimpse of my foe running amongst the trees. Hunting Ground rewards teams working together. Anytime myself or someone else strayed from the pack, it was almost always to our detriment. And when playing as the Predator, how you respond to those firefights often determines the flow of a match in an instant. Finding balance is the key to winning as Predator, both in when to go full force on attacking or hang back in the shadows like a forest Batman, especially when you don't know whether humans are packing grenade launchers or pistols. All of your abilities are tied to a single energy bar, so while firing off a few full force blasts from your shoulder cannon could knock an enemy out, you might have no energy left to turn invisible and flee afterward. The Predator is no doubt a strong opponent to beat, but at least with my time so far, it feels like there is enough balance that defeating it feels achievable in every match, at least at first. The biggest change from playing 2 matches of Hunting Ground months ago to playing a weekend of it was getting a chance to understand how progression works. With an overarching level tied to XP gained from both matches played as the Predator and humans, I unlocked Field Lockers, Predator's version of loot boxes, that come with a host of weapon and character skins for customization. But there is a progression to characters as well. While I unfortunately didn't get to play around with the different human classes, I was able to add perks and change loadouts for both humans and the Predator as I leveled up. Keeping up with those upgrades is essential, as I noticed a marked improvement in my ability to handle the unexpected as I outfitted my character with more perks, and was eager to see what else I could unlock at higher levels, and how it might make matches more varied, especially when so much can hinge on the more boring human AI enemies. I'm glad Predator Hunting Grounds had this trial weekend, because the entire weekend was saddled with disappointing queue times, with it sometimes taking over 4 minutes to kick me into a match. By the end of the weekend, match load times were down, but I still waited a couple of minutes before getting kicked into a match, and had to back out to the menu a number of times as the Predator because I was not being matched with any opponents. I do think there's a strong core in the Hunting Grounds matches though. Everything playing to its source material as being a Predator game still feels fun and worth diving into match after match. I do hope Ilphonic can find a better balance to making the other objectives a bit more interesting. But outside of its technical issues, Predator shows plenty of promise by sticking to its franchise guns. For more, be sure to check out the latest Predator Hunting Grounds trailer, and stay tuned to our weekly PlayStation Show podcast Beyond for more on this PS4 console exclusive. And for everything else Predator Hunting Grounds, you're already in the right place. The jungle, I mean IGN, this isn't a jungle, it's an office. We work on the internet.